Hi, welcome to Product Reviews. So today I'm going to do a review on this DRAMM Fogg-It Nozzle. And I've got an old one here that I've had for quite a while. And the only difference between it, this one here is a ½ gallon a minute nozzle. This one here is a 1 gallon per minute nozzle. And I love this thing. It's great for watering delicate plants. I use it for seedlings a lot because it puts out the real fine mist to water things in, but it doesn't really disturb the plants or the soil very much, like if you were just to water out of a regular nozzle or something, or just off the end of the hose. So they work great, but the only problem that I have is that some of the things it takes too long to water with this one, because it's only a ½ gallon a minute coming out of it, where this one is a 1 gallon a minute. So I'm going to do a little test with it. I'm going to fill up a 1 gallon jug here. I'm going to see how long it takes for each nozzle to fill it up, to see how accurate the ½ gallon to 1 gallon per minute thing is. And then I'm gonna plant some seedlings in a little while. I'll do that off camera, but then I'll water them in with these nozzles and let you see how well they work on delicate stuff. So here's the new one here. That's the old one. And the only difference between the two, this is a ½ gallon, this is a 1 gallon per minute. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reset up, and then we're gonna hook one of these things up, and we're gonna time it and see how long it takes to fill up this 1 gallon jug. Okay, so we're going to start out with the ½ gallon. This is the older one that I've had for a long time. And I'll put a link to, I got this little brass shutoff thing off of Amazon too, and it works really well. I've kind of been playing around with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this thing down in here, and I don't know whether you'll be able to see the timer or not. So I'm going to stick this thing on here. I'm going to hit start on my timer. It's hard to see with the sun here. Okay, we're going to hit start with the timer and then turn it on. I'll fast forward through this. Okay, so that was, well, it didn't stop. It was 1 minute and 50 seconds, so that was pretty accurate. It took just a little bit less than it was supposed to be a ½ gallon a minute, so it should have taken 2 minutes to fill up a gallon jug. It was a little bit less, so it was a little bit more than what it said. So I'm going to pour that out, and I'm going to hook up the 1 gallon one. Let's reset our timer here. Stop, reset. So we're going to hook up the 1 gallon per minute one and see how long it takes. Stick that down in there, and we'll do the same way we did it last time. I'll hit start. Can't see it, it's too bright out here. There we go. Start. We'll see how long this one takes to fill up. Okay, so that one was, it didn't stop again, but it was 1 minute and 12 seconds. So this one took, this one actually did put out a little bit more water than what it's rated at. This one put out a little bit less water than what it's rated at, but that really doesn't make any difference. The main thing, this one does put out pretty close to twice as much water as this one does. So for my application, this is going to be a better one. Some things this one may be better, but the 1 gallon per minute, I think I'm going to like it a little bit better. So I'm going to go get my plants, and we'll show how this thing sprays as far as watering in soil and some seedlings, and show you what the spray looks like and all that. So as you can see, this thing puts out a really fine mist, and it kind of blows, you can see it blows the perlite that's on the top of the soil off just because of the wind off of it, but it doesn't disturb the soil. Once you get the initial top part wet, it's not disturbing the soil. And like I said, 1 gallon a minute puts out quite a bit of water. So I'm pretty happy with this nozzle. Either one of these two nozzles will do you just fine. It's just a matter of how much water you want out at a time. So right here, I'm using it on top of these cuttings that I put in. They're pretty delicate, and they don't, you know, a lot of water on these would move them around and push them around, and they just, other than just the weight of the water on the leaves, they do just fine. So anyway, I'm really happy with this thing. I really do appreciate you watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share my videos. I got links to all these things down in the bottom too in the description.